morning. It's Thursday, the 19th of September 2019. Welcome along to the Chapel Hill Marina and this morning's United Kingdom talk. I must say, I've forgotten to reset the router this morning, so fingers crossed we'll be all right. Does anyone have trouble doing either one or the other cuff up on their shirts? You know, the little button. I think that's called a cuff, isn't it? I mean, it's only a button. I haven't got cuff. Have you got cufflinks? My dad used to have a selection of loads of cufflinks in a little like jewellery box. I haven't got any. I don't wear cufflinks. Just a button. And I always, for some reason, I have trouble doing this one. Sort of fingers, and you've got to get the button on the side and all that. It's loads of mucking about. Never mind. Who's with us? Andy, morning. Thomas H, Roy Brownlow, Mark Bowles. Good morning, Mark. There's my personal bouncer. Is in the house. Don't muck about. Send him round, I'm telling you. And if he needs any help, he's got backup from Sean Pye as well. They don't muck about, these lads, I'm telling you. There's none of that namby-pamby. Oh, you know, we need to have a quiet word with you. Can we come in and talk quiet? No, you'll be dragged out of the house, taken round the back of your house, flat, tent, wherever you live in, caravan, and beaten up. Don't muck me about. Personal bouncers here on this programme. Thank you. Good morning to Heidi Oliver, Steph Diamond, Kate Doody, Andy. Joanna's nice and early this morning. Oh, Joanna, I know why you're there. You're hoping I'm going to sing a song early, aren't you? Oh, I'll keep you waiting. Although I have very good news about a certain singer coming up on this programme. Exclusively here on United Kingdom Talk. Lights up in letters at the back. Well, it doesn't actually, you know, but I get excited. Morning to Mike Rees-Ponto. Good morning to you. Gareth Loxton, nice and early. Morning, Gareth. Hello to Michael Pullman. Morning, Michael. Lovely pictures on your Facebook, incidentally, of some bits and pieces I was looking at last night, actually. Morning to Jason Hughes, Dennis Granger, and Adam the Plumber. All in the house this morning. Good morning, boys and girls. Nice to give a few early name checks this morning, isn't it? Looks like it's going to be a nice day out there again. Must be something sticky on there. What's that? Ooh, here is. Oh, what's that? It's like a bit of ice cream or something. I don't know what. There's something sticky on that board there that I used to write my things. Do you like this? Look. That's my writing book. I've got 4 of these. They're placemats, and I use them as writing boards to write down my script. But there's the script. That's the script for this morning's show. Okay, it just one-liners on there. The first thing on here. I'll tell you how it all works. I'll tell you. First thing on here, it says "doing shirt buttons up." Can you see that? I've written that there. Doing shirt buttons up. That's all it says. And then it says "nice day" because it is going to be a nice day again. Wonderful day, weather's heating up for the weekend and all that. So looking forward to that. I came across 2 wonderful stories in the newspaper this morning. First one in the Daily Mail. And those of you that do perhaps manual worky type job. Sorry, Mark, that turned you off then, didn't it? Me taking a lick of something sticky and I don't know what it is. Yeah. Right. Yes. You don't know how it is when you're a workman. Perhaps you're underneath a car or, I don't know, working along someone's skirting board as I used to do. You know, tacking wires on the bottom of the skirting board when I used to be a BT engineer. That sort of thing. And you're getting on with the work. Even like people on the till in checkouts. Often they don't look up, do they? Until the very end when they say to you, that will be £107.16. And you look in the bag and there's 3 items if it's in Waitrose. You know. Or if you're in Audi, that will be £1.50 and you carry out 10 bags of shopping to the car. You know what I mean? Well, a workman in the Daily Mail this morning who gruffly ordered a no-nonsense cup of builder's tea from a well-spoken woman over his shoulder was stunned. Okay, the builder was dismantling a desk while on a job inside Buckingham Palace. You know where this is going now, don't you? So he could not see who was making the offer when the lady's voice asked him if he would like a cup of tea. He replied without looking up, "Yeah, in a mug, 2 sugars, builder's tea. I don't want any of that nonsense I had last time I was here, all that fine china and saucer stuff." The woman returned and said, "I've put your tea on the table here." He looked up and saw the Queen leaving the room. I love it. Oh, do you know, I would love the Queen to just turn up here sometime. Just knock on the door. Oh, hello. I'd have her in here, dear. I'd even wash my mugs up. I haven't got any posh cups. I mean, have I got any posh cups? I've got like a selection. I think I've got a set of bone china sort of mug. They're not teacups, mugs somewhere. But I don't really have any posh cups. If I was told that the Queen was going to make, you know, a visit to the United Kingdom, one of our many all over the country United Kingdom Talk television studios, I would go out and spend money on a proper tea set. Absolutely. I would do that. I would go straight down to John Lewis and order, or Selfridges, and select a suitable selection of cups and saucers and a teapot. Absolutely, if I knew that. I would happily go and not eat for a week just to give the Queen a decent cup. Mind you, that's probably not such a bad thing, to be honest. Not eating for a week. I would do that. Anyway, the documentary, the royal upholsterer to the late Queen Mother, Kevin Andrews, recounts the story, which he says happened to a friend of his in a forthcoming Channel 5 programme. Can you get that where you are, Channel 5? What, in colour? Can you? Can you get it in colour? Secrets of the Royal Palaces. I think this would be a good thing to watch. The documentary also reveals Her Majesty's official London residence once had its own bar, but it was shut down after the staff got too drunk. Can you imagine turning up at the Queen to do something, being drunk? Mind you, she'd know straight away. I'm telling you now, the older ladies, they know what's going on. Make me laugh. These younger people think they're running circles around them. I don't think so. I've got an even better story after this concerning an old person. No, it's not me. No, it's not Ray. It might be Ray Reynolds. That's not me. The documentary, Dickie Arbiter, who worked as a royal press secretary, said they had to get rid of it. The Queen's favourite drink is confirmed as a gin and dubonnet, according to her former chef, Darren McGrady. He said cheekily, the Queen doesn't drink every day, and added it's just in the evening. She certainly doesn't drink 4 glasses a day. The former chief added that if the Queen, who's 93 years old now, does have a drink with dinner, it's usually a glass of her favourite German sweet wine. The Channel 5 programme, which is out later this year, also claims there's an ATM machine installed inside the palace. Why does she need money then? Although it's not clear if the Queen has ever used the device. Oh, I don't use those. I will not use a hole-in-the-wall machine. I don't have to, because one of the jobs I get paid in cash. So that kind of does me for the week. I never... I think twice in my entire life have I taken money out of a hole-in-the-wall machine. Yeah. And I'm a bit fearful for doing that as well, you know. I mean, I wouldn't go to a hole-in-the-wall machine without having a good look around and making sure that I cannot be attacked from behind after withdrawing £5 out of one of those machines. Certainly no more than £5, dear. Good God. That's what banks are in, never out, in. If I really was desperate, and hopefully it would be the daytime, I would go into the bank and use one of their machines in there. Actually, the bank I go to, where I go and put my wages in, the machine is incredibly slow. Incredibly slow. There's another bank, HSBC, which I'm not very often going, but if I need to put money in, if I want to give my sister some money for something, or my nephews and nieces, they're at HSBC, that machine's really quick. This, you go in there and you push this screen thing, you know, dun, 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 it's so quick. Enter the sort code, dun, 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 enter the account number, dun, 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 and then this little thing, it's not like it's not like one of those things where you put the money in and it sucks it in like that. This drawer opens like that. It goes click. I love it. I went several times. I put one note in at a time. I just like watching the drawer open. It was fab. It goes click, and this little drawer opens, and you drop your notes in there. No coins. No, drop your notes in there, And does it close automatically? I can't remember. I think it then closes automatically, and within seconds you've got a receipt and you're out the door. Marvellous. So quick. I like the click. Click. It goes like that. Click. My bank, where I go, you've got to get your notes out, right, flatten them all down, make sure none of them are all torn, a little bit over the edge, and you put it in and this thing goes, ooh, and then it starts. You can hear it. As it does something. And then it hesitates. Now, it is at this moment of hesitation that you wonder, is it going to take the notes or not? And then when it hesitates just that bit too long, you know you're going to have half those notes chucked out at you again. And then it says, oh, we can't accept some of this money. And then out come the notes again. And it's usually one folded over or someone's written something on there and it can't see it. Absolutely. And it's so long it takes. The people behind get impatient. There's nothing you can do to speed it up. This thing's just doing its thing. So you then flatten them out while the queue's getting bigger behind you. And you try it again. And you might put another, say, 3 notes back in there that it's chucked out. And it... and the whole process all over again. And then it hesitates again, a bit too long, and one note comes back out again. And you look at this note, and oh, why won't this go in? And you put another note in and it's perfectly all right. Dreadful machine. But then it takes all this, and then it waits a while. Then eventually a little label, a little receipt things comes out of this thing, right? And then it waits again. I don't know what it's doing at this point. And then there's a number of seconds pass before it asks you if you want to do anything else. And eventually you click no, and the card comes straight out. It's ever so slow, the one in my bank, but the HSBC ones are very, very quick. But the Queen's got one in the palace. Who ever knew that? I wonder if she can always remember her passcode. What's yours? What's your passcode? The first episode of this programme, exploring Buckingham Palace, will give a glimpse into other royal residences, including Windsor Castle, Balmoral, Clarence House, where her son Prince Charles and Duchess Camilla live. Buckingham Palace has got 775 rooms. Oh my God, imagine all the hoovering. Christ. That would keep my mum busy. My mum used to do hoovering in the house every day. Used to wake up with this nice noise. It was a nice noise, the hoover going up and down the stairs. My mum would be doing. There's also said to be a staff post office on the side and a doctor's surgery as well as a swimming pool. How the other half lived here. Imagine you're... Oh, I'd love my own swimming pool, wouldn't you? Would you like that? Your own swimming pool. Just go out into another... Oh, I fancy a swim this morning. And just walk in there. How lovely. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Morning to Adam the plumber. Dennis Granger, hello. Please no singing until the birthdays, Joanna. Are you sure? I don't mind throwing in an extra song just for you this morning, Joanna. Joanna, we love you. Cool and the Gang. Excellent. Excellent, dear. Bet you'd let the Queen use your bog. Oh, I don't know. I'd have to change the seat. No, I don't think I'd like... I don't like people using my toilet, Mark. I'm sorry, that's just how I am. Once again, my sister turned up last night. She ran into the house in that toilet and locked the door behind her. I meant to install a key lock on it so she can't use it. I've got a shed out the side there now. I keep asking my brother-in-law to install a toilet in there just for my sister when she comes over. They came over yesterday bringing an enormous portion of chips for me with baked beans on the top. Very nice. Jason, if she left a deposit in your toilet, would you say anything? I don't know. I might sell it on eBay. Did you ever see that film, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert? Where he finds a little bit of ABBA poo in the toilet, collects it and puts it in a jar. Oh, God. Good morning to Dr. SRS Gregorian. Morning to you. Morning to Colin John Dealey. Try the Queen's Grocer. She would like it. Good morning, Ray Reynolds. Hello, Ray. Adrian Richardson. Hello to Tony King this morning. Jason Hughes. Trying to deposit forged notes. No, it's just so slow. Mind you, there was all ink over my hand by the time the note got chucked out again. Sean, the Queen never had a password. Oh, I beg your pardon. Sean's never had a password to go into the bank. Just a pair of tights over my head and a shotgun. Well, that's why you got your tag, mate. Oh, Sean, you're not very good at it. Imagine getting caught, love. I can put you in touch with a few people who can make you better at that little thing that you're not very good at, i.e. burglaries. Adrian, my mum's got a swimming pool with a wave machine on it and sound like music. It was okay, but we show any water anyway. Have you really got a swimming pool, your mum? How lovely. Oh, wow. I'd love my own swimming pool, something like that. I mentioned a second story for you, which is on the same sort of lines. Not the Queen, but another older lady, not as old as the Queen. And it's in the Sun this morning. Doreen Jones, 81 years old, was targeted as she withdrew cash by a woman holding a piece of paper and gesturing at her mouth. I wonder what she was holding a piece of... So a woman was holding a piece of paper and gesturing at her mouth. That don't mean anything to me, does it? Yeah, let's just try. What do you think this could mean? I don't know. Well, that's what the story says in the Sun this morning. Anyway, the twice widowed pensioner told the thug to leave her alone, but she barged in front of Doreen and tried to rob her. Footage shows the hero OAP snatching the bank card back from the suspect, who is believed to be pregnant. Why they're mentioning that, I don't know. That's neither here nor there. She's a dodgy character and must be punished and whipped and chained and tied up and crucified to a cross. Hopefully not on Good Friday. This suspect, she grabbed her hair. This is the OAP. The OAP grabbed the suspect's hair and collar. The would-be mugger ended up fleeing the scene in Birmingham empty-handed thanks to Doreen, 81 years old, heroics. Wonderful. Blooming wonderful. Speaking to BBC's... I mean, how pathetic and awful must you be to attack an old lady at a till, eh? And we've seen these stories many times. Elderly ladies chasing robbers and muggers down the road with their sticks and things like that. I love it. There's nothing better than to see some kid get dragged off a moped or a motorbike after trying to run away with someone's handbag. I love it. Do you know what I love? I love it when they fall off their bike and they go under an articulated lorry. That's what I'd like to see. The mugger, not the old lady, right? I mean, you remember the police? There's people just having to go to police a while ago because they were chasing after moped thieves, weren't they? I think in Essex, possibly Essex, London going Essex way, I think it was. And they were chasing them after, and they were knocking them over their bikes. Oh, all the Liberal lot in the paper. All the Liberals, dear. Oh, what if they'd have died? Well, their own fault. Shouldn't be nicking people's handbags then, should they? It's their own fault. I haven't got time for these bloody Liberal lefties here. Oh, you need to talk to them and find out why they're doing it. No, they don't. They damn well know they shouldn't be doing it. Knock them off the bike, preferably under a bus somewhere. Thank you. Get rid of more scum off the street and be done with it. Speaking to the BBC's Crime Watch Roadshow, Doreen says she wasn't expecting me, I tell you. I thought, no, you're not having my money. I've worked hard for that. She started screaming. I don't know why she was screaming. It was me that should have been screaming and crying. Cops have now released the footage in a bid to catch the female suspect after the attempted robbery on May the 20th. Doreen has now been left traumatised. Oh, poor old lady, but traumatised by the ordeal. Well, you would be, wouldn't you? And has since suffered 2 heart attacks. Dreadful. Police believe the woman who attacked Doreen was in the early stages of pregnancy and means she'd be really fat now, or recently gave birth. We believe she was watching Doreen before the incident and targeted her because she was elderly and had a stick. Well, she didn't get the money. Nice one, Doreen. Nice one, Doreen. I haven't got time for these Liberal lefties, dear. Oh, talk to them. No! Get rid of them, kill them and dump the bodies in river. That's what we need to do with burglars and robbers and muggers and people like that. Wasting money, keeping them in prison. Electric chair. Oh, what a fabulous programme that would be. Perhaps I could try and find like someone who's beaten up a young an elderly person or interfered with a child or something like that, we could actually strap them in. This chair is not electrified, incidentally, just in case you're thinking of coming outside my caravan and flicking a switch. No, you could just put them in a thing like that, and then we could I could do my whole introduction as usual. You know, give you a little weather forecast. We could have perhaps a couple of songs. You know, we get an artist in, perhaps Westlife could come and, you know, sit with, obviously in a bigger studio than this. We might have to do it in the living room. I'll set that up as a studio. You know, we can make it into a whole show. You could have Westlife coming along, sitting on their 4 stools, singing a song, you know. So I say a little prayer where the skies are blue, la 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 la, my love. And we could have a comedian. Who could we have? Bernard Manning. He'll upset a few people. Bernard Manning. Who's the one that done the Generation Game? Jim Davidson. They can tell some 1970s, 1980s type jokes. Then we can have someone come and take calls from the millennials who are all offended and the snowflakes. Oh, we don't really think people should be saying that on the telly. We could have people like that on there, you know. And then the highlight would be the electrocution of a mugger or a paedophile on the programme. We won't have the mask on the head. We'll have the whole thing, the eyes popping out and everything. What do you think? Is that a goer? Is that will I get any more viewers with that and more subscriptions? I do not know. Morning to Paul and Lou. Good morning, Paul and Lou. Welcome to the show, sir. Hello to you, Todd, as well. Good morning to you. Paul and Lou say good old Doreen, I say. Absolutely, Paul and D. Mark Bold is interested by that idea of the... Oh, I'll need you on the show as well, Mark, to make sure that the mugger, robber, whatever he is, or her, tries to escape. You know. We could have Katie Price as a suspect. Katie Price Jordan. You know, in what's the word? Pretending to be someone she's not. With the different faces. Which face have you got now? Just a suggestion, boys and girls. All right. Anyway, I had a nice swim yesterday. Funny story yesterday, actually. Came out. Oh, thank you. Sean's going to chip in for the electric bill. Thank you, Sean. Does it cost much to electrocute someone? That's the question. You know, when they in America, where they have that electric chair thing, you got to be really. I mean, you wouldn't go in an electric chair for nicking a can of Coca-Cola, you know, from a little corner shop or Tesco's or somewhere like that, or perhaps a bag of sweets. I might not electrocute you for perhaps, let's think, stealing a gnome outside of someone's house. That might not be an electrocution thing. I think more of a hanging offence for that. You know, because those gnomes need somewhere to live. Please don't laugh. It's not a funny thing. Taking a gnome away from its natural habitat. Why would you do that? That poor gnome won't know where it is. So that's more of a hanging offence rather than an electrocution. You know, stealing perhaps a Mars bar from a corner shop. Again, not really an electrocution type thing or a hanging offence. I think more of a shooting one. That one you would have to be court-martialed for that one and shot, possibly through. Maybe not ending your life. Perhaps kneecapped for stealing a Mars bar from a shop. You know, I mean, corporal punishment just doesn't go far enough sometimes, does it really? There's not enough suffering. Or I could attach you to the back of my Toyota and drag you for miles down the M1 or something like that. Because if the dragon didn't kill you, the boring road would. You'd be bored to death being dragged down that M1. You would. Adam, you could not electrocute Jordan. She would melt. I think you've got a point there, Adam. Haven't you really? Eh? Anyway, so I come out of the swimming pool yesterday. And they've got, where I'm a member, okay, so you got one of these card things and you touch the door and it clicks and you push it open. Mark, giving them a damn good pasting. Yes, oh, I'd like to see you in action, Mark, actually. Have you got any new videos of yourself beating anyone up? Could you forward those, please? Anyway, so I'm in this swimming pool that I belong to, the one in Boston. Touch your card there, it clicks, you go in and you get changed, and you got your card, and you come out of there, towel, shower stuff, card, and key, you know, for the locker. You bring that out again, and then you have to touch another door to get into the swimming pool, right? You just touch the card on the thing, and it clicks and it opens. So I've had my swim yesterday, a little bit bigger. Paul and Lou, stand well back if you're electrocuting them with those fake boots. Oh, that's a point, yes. Don't touch anyone if they're being electrocuted. Walk away. Bye-bye, or you'll get it as well. Be warned. So I've had my swim, busier yesterday. Come back out again, touch the door, and I've gone straight into the... Instead of putting the card in the locker, I thought, oh, I'll just take it with me in the shower. There's only 4 showers. So I've gone in the shower. You know, whenever you go in a shower, in a swimming pool, you touch the button. It's one of those bloody buttons that gives you like 30 seconds of water. You know, it comes out gradually like that, except for the 2 at the end, which give you about 3 seconds of water before they come out again, which I keep reporting. No one does anything about it. This is the Jeff Mulder Leisure Centre Complex. Yes, where I go swimming. £29 a month, go as much as I want. So you're kind of... There's 4 showers altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll go in the end one near where I've just walked in, right? I stand back and I touch the button. Because, of course, that first 5 seconds, that bloody water's freezing cold, isn't it? You don't want to be standing under that. They make me laugh. There is some places, I don't think they've got one there, they've got cold showers. And these really hard men decide to go under the cold showers. Ha! The water hits them. You soon shows up what silly little pussy boys they are. Oh, it's really cold under here. Trying to be hard in front of all their mates. Make me laugh. There I am, you know, under mine, lovely and warm coming down. Anyway, so you touch the button and then you step back for about 5 seconds, don't you, to allow the hot water to come down the pipes. Then I go over to the button and with my key, okay, because the key is like on a watch strap. Like a rubber watch strap, I put it around the button and the pipe and I tighten it. And I push the button and then I tighten it a bit more and it holds the button down. No more having to push this damn thing every few seconds. Wonderful. So you have your shower in there. And I put my card, my swimming pool card, in the hook where the towel and the swimming trunks are. Right? So I've got that. I'm now, and I'll just close your eyes and picture this, please, boys and girls, especially you, Mark, and Sean. Close your eyes and pictures. I'm now standing in the shower with my lathered up body completely naked. That's it. Stop doing that with your hands. Stop that now. This is a family programme. So I'm under the shower. I've had my shower. Lovely. And it's quite a powerful shower, this one, in this sports centre. Although if you go around, because this is on the gym side. The gym side. If you go around the other side, it's a bit cheaper, but the showers are really pathetic. There's like one thin pipe coming down the wall, right? And attached to that pipe are 10 heads of showers. So this thin pipe comes down, it goes along like that, and then it goes back up to 10. There's 10 of them. Showers. One pipe, right? One shower on, it just dribbles out. So God knows what it's like when it's busy in there. You get no water out at all. But my side, that's why I pay a little bit extra a month, probably about £3 extra a month to belong to the gym side, right? So I've had my shower and I've got dried and done everything, and I've gone over to the locker. So I've got my towel and my shower gel, taken that back there. Got changed. Then I got talking to some bloke there. We all always have you know, as in locker rooms, those of you, we're all having a chat in there. There's me and 2 other people chatting away. And eventually I finished my conversation. I put my stuff in the bag and off I went. I got through the door, and just as I got just about going through the other door, I thought, oh, I've left my blooming card in there. And I knew where it was. It was on the hook. So I've gone back in the changing room, and sure enough, there is the card on the hook. And as I'm going out, I said, oh, look at that, lads. Usually it's my swimming trunks I forget. I've got my card today. Anyway, I've gone out the door, and the lady's sitting there. I always have a little bit of a chat. I like to chat to everyone. It takes me about 2 hours to leave the blooming place. I was only in the swimming pool for 3 minutes. The whole complex, about 5 hours altogether, I'm in there. You know, 4 hours and 57 minutes talking, 3 minutes swimming. Not that I'm known to talk a lot. I just want to point that out. So as I'm going out, I said, oh, I nearly forgot my card today. She said, oh, did you? I don't think she was listening, to be honest. She seemed to be more engrossed in her computer. I said, yeah. I said, usually it's my swimming trunks. It's more than, I think it's about 3 times now. I've come in the next day to swimming, and there's my swimming trunks over sitting on the radiator behind the kind of reception area where kind members of staff have collected them and put them in as a lost item, I suppose, and they're over there. So we had a little giggle. I said, never mind, I've got my card. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye, which is today, right? So I'm going back again a bit later on. So I got in the car, driving home. I got back here, come back in here, put my lunch on. Beetroot burgers I had from Aldi, very tasty. Beetroot burgers, a load of vegetables and some potatoes. And while that's on, I've gone out because it's a nice sunny day, and out on the veranda in front of the caravan, I've got like a sort of a fence type thing. Got out my towel, put that over there. Guess what? No swimming trunks. So, and yeah, immediately you know where they are. They're hanging over the rail that holds the little curtain up in the shower in the swimming pool. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. I mean, I had the card and not the swimming trunks, and yet I'd forgotten the card. I'd forgotten both of them. How useless am I? So hopefully today I'll go back in there and I'll be sitting there on that radiator again, and she'll laugh when she sees me. Never mind, one of those things, isn't it? So that was my trip. Sometimes I use a different route to go to the swimming pool. Sometimes it takes me through a really delightful little sort of hamlet, just a collection of a few houses and a pub called Antons Gowt. Anton. That is a place. Antons Gowt. And there's a pub there that I've gone past a few times now. I thought, well, that looks quite a nice little place. I'd like to have a lunch in there or something. Called the Malcom Arms. I meant to upload a picture of it for you to see, but I don't know, you might be able to see it on the phone. Hang on a minute, let me get it up on the phone. I took a picture of this to show you, and I've forgotten to put it on the blooming computer now, haven't I? Here it is. So a really nice looking pub, there it is. Can you see that all right? Yes, oh, yeah, you can, can't you? That's the pub. Directly in front of that is like water, like a river, but I don't think it's a river, and it's too big to be a stream. It might be just the runoff for the fields, I'm not quite sure. But there's a bridge going over it, and when you go over this bridge from one side of the road to the other, only one car at a time can fit because it's quite narrow. And behind it is just all fields, and it just looks such a nice place. So I rang my sister up, and I owe them 2 dinners, my sister and my brother-in-law, because they've done stuff for us. I like to give things back to people. I'm not a Mr. Freebie. No, I can't do that. You know, if someone does something for me, I like to try and do something in return. And my sister does a lot, you know, and my brother-in-law for me as well. So I like to do something back, and they won't take money. So I suggested that we have lunch there today. So that's where we're going today. Meeting up around about 1:30. I'll go swimming, you see, and by then it will kind of and my sister's doing a little bit of work this morning, so by the time we've both finished, she'll collect Martin, and then we'll meet up at the pub, and I'll buy him a lunch there. You know, I've already told my brother-in-law, you know, I mean, what are you going to do? Are you going to have the starter or the main course? Which one are you having? You know. It probably opened the menu and choose. You know how it is when other people are paying for something. People start choosing everything that's on the menu and leaving loads of. I can't bear food being left. I really can't. Don't want it. Don't bloody order it. You know. Eyes are too big for the stomach. Something. No, it's not really like that. But you know what? Some people are like that. If you take them out for dinner, then they start ordering the most expensive drinks and the most expensive because someone else is paying. Isn't it? Outrageous. Anyway, so that'd be a nice little afternoon, and I'll see if I can get a couple of pictures there of the pub and show you. As I was going on the bridge, see, I didn't know they were open at lunchtime. It's always looked closed to me. But as I was going past on the way back from the swimming pool, there's these 2 old dears sitting outside her. So I stopped before I went over the bridge. I said, "Oh, are they doing food in there?" And this old dear, she said, "Oh yes, it's lovely. We always come here sitting outside in the sun because it was a nice day yesterday." So I said, "Oh, all right, thanks very much." And I carried on, and when I got home and realised I've got my trunks, hang my towel up and rung my sister and said, do you want to go to lunch tomorrow? And that kind of works for all of us, really. So looking forward to that. And then I've got some more good news. Let's just read some of your messages there coming through, boys and girls. Stand well back if you're electrocuting Jordan with fake boobs. Oh, yes, dear. I wonder what would happen to those. Would they melt? Would fake boobs melt if you were being electrocuted? Well, she likes the attention. That would make a good video, wouldn't it? Always, you must always be prepared to do anything to make a good video. Anything. David in Hammerwall. Good morning, David. Hope you're well. He's just back from Benidorm. The showers and the swimming pool. Now we know why you're always there. Oh, please don't bring yourself into this, David. You're just judging everyone by your own character, aren't you? Dreadful man. Going in the showers to look at people. Outrageous. Mark, oh my God. Are you going in the showers at all, Mark? At the swimming pool? Adrian Richardson is feeling very sick. You look like a sick person, to be honest, Adrian. You must do something to look happier. Unhappy people always look ill. They do. I'm sorry, dear. Look happy. Like this. That's happy. Will you be happily attending my karaoke tomorrow night, Friday night karaoke? Katie Ann Patterson, a very good morning to you, Katie. She often watches up on the catch-up, doesn't you? Good morning, Katie. Starting to sound like a song by the Village People. What is? You can't stop the music. Ba-da-da, nobody can stop the music. I got the 12-inch of that. And the Chris Reardon extended version. Thank you very much. Done by me. Adam the Plumber's back at Slimming World. Congratulations. Someone else I know has gone back to Slimming World. Who was it now? Oh, gosh. One of our viewers, actually. Can't remember who it was now. Mark, of course you forgot your trunks. Of course I did, Mark. There wasn't anyone I was chatting up in there, honestly. Jason Carter. Good morning, Jason Carter. And hello to John Aitken, who's in Tenerife. I've never been to Tenerife. I've never, ever been there. Good morning, John. Paul and Lou, those trunks will be in the lost property box. Make sure you pick up the right ones. I hope you're not suggesting that I would look for a pair of trunks that have fallen off someone very good looking, are you? That's a very sick thing to say, Paul and Lou. Thank you. Of course you can come, Mark. Of course you can, dear. Come and show me how to swim properly. I do about 50 lengths in it. It's a big pool. I do 50 lengths non-stop. Lunch on Chris, everyone. Jason's after a free meal, aren't you? Oh, Christ. You ain't got to say, oh, it's a free meal. Jason's straight in there trying to get a free meal, aren't you? What time do you want us there? 1:30 we're going to be there. Who's going to turn up there, eh? The Malcom Arms in, what's it called again? I had to write it down. Antons Gowt. There's a lovely little bungalow for sale there. I say bungalow. It's a 3-bedroom, decent bit of land. 200 grand, that's all it is. 200 grand. Unbelievable. What can you get in London for 200 grand? Answer? Nothing. Nothing. You'll just about get a 1-bedroom flat in Bracknell for that, you know. Take them to Weatherspoons. What, my sister? Certainly. Oh, she wouldn't bother. There's no airs and graces about my sister and brother-in-law. They are grateful to wherever you take them. That's why we always go to the Trawler's Catch. You know, decent meal for £5. Thank you very much. That's all it needs. Morning to Jason Massey, who's listening at work while driving his forklift truck. Oh, pay full attention to what you're pulling around there, Jason, for Christ's sake. Don't go crashing into things and blame me. Don't you be sending me insurance stuff. Pay full attention to what's going on in front of you. I will allow you, on this occasion, while you're driving such a large machine, I will allow you to have me on, and I hate to say this, in the background. Usually I don't like that. I like people to give me the full attention while the show is on. You know, there's a few people at this very moment doing cooking while they're listening to this, which is outrageous. Driving a forklift truck, slightly different. Slightly different. There he is, Mark Jones. Mark Jones. Mark Jones. That's who's gone back to Slimming World, isn't it? Mark Jones. I remembered now. Do you mind if I share my video? Don't ask. Just put it on there. That's fine. Yeah, just put your link on there if you've got anything to share. I don't mind that. Good morning to Carol MC, who's loving this shirt. Thank you, Carol. This one was from Amazon. This one is one of the very few that isn't tight yet. Not yet. I'm hoping that it will never be tight. 2 people have gone back to Slimming World now. Mark Jones and Adam the Plumber, haven't they? Morning to Dennis. How's London, Lincolnshire today? It's lovely, thank you very much. Absolutely lovely. Did you walk back from the pool naked? No. I haven't. No. You come out of the pool, you have your shorts on, you walk to the shower, you close the little curtain, and then you remove your shorts while peering at the side of the curtain out over everyone else. Jason Carter, £200,000 gets you a box in London. You won't get anything for 200 grand in London. Have a look, Jason. I bet you won't find anything at all for £200,000. Mark might be coming to the dinner this afternoon. What do you want, Mark? Starter or pudding? You're not having a main. I don't know you well enough yet. Have you got rid of that wife of yours yet? I'm thinking of the electric chair again, mate. Good, Mark Jones. There we are. Mark Jones is doing the video as well. He's sent one there. So yes, Adam's back at the Slimming World as well. So congratulations there to both of you. I hope you do very well. I'll get back there at some point. I'm sure. You know, there's a couple of stone to be lost here. Other bits of good news, boys and girls. I'm very pleased to tell you the bingo program that I've been telling you about has arrived now. I've yet to test it out. Unfortunately, I can't test it out because it requires my Gmail password for it to work, which I don't have with me here. I've got a book of passwords. I don't carry it around with me, so I can't try that out here. I'll probably try that on Saturday. We want to try, as well as doing our raffle, which the raffle tickets will be coming up shortly, gang, okay? As well as doing our raffle, which you have taken to, actually, haven't you? You do enjoy doing the raffle and trying to win one of these delightful little things, okay? Okay, we have a raffle once a week. If you're new to the show, welcome along. Every week we have a new raffle, okay? The raffle takes place on a Monday morning between 8:30 and 10 o'clock, somewhere between there. The show starts and we do the raffle within the show, okay? And someone wins one of these. Okay, it's the only way you can get one of these. Either win a raffle or you can buy one for just £10,000. PayPal payable to chris@chrisreardon.co.uk. Send your payment of £10,000 for that. Don't worry about the VAT. I'll cover that myself, boys and girls. £10,000 for one of these. chris@chrisreardon.co.uk. Put your address there and I will personally come round and deliver it for you. And for one day only, I'll buy you a dinner in the Malcom Arms as well. But you'd have to buy one before the end of today's show. Okay? Don't forget your address and a contact phone number in there. If you haven't got the £10,000, you have to win it by a raffle. That's just how it is. Okay? Well, as well as doing that, I thought it might be a nice... Mark actually suggested that we do a bingo. And I remembered that about 6-7 years ago now, a chap, Jason Allen is his name, he wrote me a bingo program to do. Now, you can buy bingo programs on the internet, and there's a couple of free ones as well. But for it to work for me, I had to get someone to write one, and I'll tell you why. Because the way it would work is that I will ask anyone who wants to play the bingo to email me in with their email address, right? So I'll probably do that on the day before. To do it all in one go might take too long. So I'll probably ask for people to do that the day before. So you'll email me in with your email address. You'd have to email that in, okay? Now, unfortunately, oh, Christ, I haven't turned the blooming text phone on this morning, have I? Oh, dear, where's that? Better turn that. Unfortunately, this will only be available to people that have got email addresses and people that can watch the show live. This particular show, you won't be able to join in if you're unable to use an email address or if you're watching the show as a recording, okay? So what we do is we will set a day for this. So it might be, you know, Wednesday morning. I don't know. I haven't chosen a day yet. So that's how it'll be. So you'll send your email addresses in anywhere up to the Wednesday. So we could start collecting email addresses on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday we do it, right? For example, we're not doing this yet. Please don't send your email addresses yet. So you'd send your email address in to me, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. I enter it into the system, all right? So just before we start the show, got my email addresses. I'll push a button, and everyone who's got email address there should get a virtual bingo ticket. It will be a picture of a bingo ticket. That will be your bingo ticket, okay? So you could write down the numbers on a bit of paper or print it out. All right, that's how that will work. And then we start the bingo, and I'll push a button and numbers will come up on my screen there. And you'll cross them off, and that's it. Okay? Now, as you cross them off, I'll read out the numbers, and then at some point I'll stop, because hopefully, if it's working as I want it to work, I will know, before you know, when someone has won. So at that point I'll stop, but I'm not going to tell you who won. And you'll then have a period of time to claim your prize. I was talking to my brother-in-law and my sister about this last night. We think 2 minutes is probably about right. From the moment of winning, I say, 5 and 9, 59. Okay, someone has won. You now have 2 minutes to claim your prize, and you'll send me a message. Probably on the live chat. You will only be able to do this if you're watching live, and as I say, you can use an email address as well. And then we see if that person's won. I can check your numbers, and then whoever wins a prize. Now, it was going to be one of these, but I think we need something a bit better than that, or different even. So once I've got it tested and up and running, I shall have a look around and see what else is available to win. Okay? No, not a £25 Amazon gift voucher. It'll only be fun things. We can only do fun things. I can't charge you, okay? There's no fee to pay or anything like that. That would be classed as gambling, all right? I wouldn't be allowed to do that. Then you're into licenses. So it's for fun only. Only for fun. You know, I tell you what, if I thought, maybe I'll get away with charging £1 per card and we'll have a nice prize. If there were like 30 people playing and you were charging £1 a card, then the prize could be a £30 gift voucher, couldn't it? From Amazon. But I absolutely guarantee some clever clogs would come up, ow, you're breaking the law, and then they report you, like they do on Facebook. They quietly report you. Keyboard warriors. You know the sort, don't you? All right. So there we are. All right. Okie doke. Text here from Maureen. Good morning, Maureen. You mentioned you got my text. Yes. You did get a raffle ticket. I just didn't read the number, Maureen. It's getting a little bit complicated, to be honest, Maureen. That's why you didn't get the number for Tuesday's show. Let's see where it is. I always put the tickets in. Oh, there's quite a few in here now, isn't there? I'll have a quick look. Oh, there's one here with no name on it. Whose is that? Whose is that? 82. Who got? Did any of you get 82? Oh, that's the last one. Oh, that might not be done yet. Who got 828? Did anyone get number 828? Oh, that's strange. I haven't put a name on that. Look at that. Who got 828 the other day? Right, hang on a minute. Actually, I'll be on the email. I can't find it. There's too many tickets in here now, Maureen. But you definitely got a ticket there, darling. All right? And you want one for today. Actually, I'll do that now. What's that for? Let me do you one for Wednesday's show, which will be 829. Maureen, 829. 829 is today's, yesterday's ones, Maureen. That's for Wednesday's show. Maureen, 829. No? Okay. So that one's done. Because I've only just got that text in now, you see. Right. Yes. So I'll give you a period of time. Maybe 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, actually. 3 minutes to claim that prize. 3 minutes passes. No one's claimed it. We move on to the next winner. All right? So I'm hoping that's kind of how it will work. And that'll be nice. Right. Read some of your messages again. Ba 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 da ba. Ba 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 ba. Ooh, Mark Jones. Mark's going to have the dessert. Can I get rid of it? Stop it. Dennis Granger, since I've been off sick, I've put loads of weight on. Oh, it's just that thing. It's so difficult when you go over a certain age to keep your weight off. It really is. I was all right up to 47. I was fine. And then suddenly it just started coming on. I wasn't eating any more or anything like that. I don't really have snacks. Now and again, I might have a bag of crisps after the swimming. And please don't start saying, oh, well, that's your problem then. It's the one bag of crisps after swimming. I don't have pasties and rolls and things and sweets in between meal. Very, very unusual. But I do have big meals, I must say. But I'm eating the wrong things, a lot of the wrong things. Like last night, my lovely sister, kindly, and brother-in-law bought me out this massive thing of chips and beans, right? But that was my dinner. I didn't then have something else later on. That was it. But as you get older, you can't have these things, unfortunately. Poor Katie Ann Patterson's had a needle in both arms. Why do you want to go and do something like that, my dear? Pushing needles in your own arms like that. Are you a junkie? Oh, please, you must try and get off those drugs, Katie, dear. Mike Reese-Ponto, raffle, is it time to ask? No. Did I say that? Did I say that? Look, everyone's shouting tickets now. We're not doing it yet. I haven't said yet. Wait your turns. Morning to LaBelle, the emerald-eyed moonbeam of love. That's what I am this morning. Morning, LaBelle. Hello. What's the postcode for this pub? I'll be starving by the time I get there with the 3-hour plus drive. I don't know, actually. It's the Malcom Arms in Antons Gowt. It looks really nice. Looks really nice. Bingo on Saturday would be good, is suggesting Mike. Thank you, Mike. What's the price? Don't know yet, David. It was going to be a fridge magnet, but I think something else. Katie Ann is suggesting pens. Pens. Give away a pen or something like that. Is it a weekend in the caravan? No, I'm not having anyone sleeping in my bed. Thank you very much. No sleeping in my bed with anyone else. I told most of my family have all got keys for this caravan. And I told my young nephew, if he comes round here with his girlfriend, for the night, you on the settee, please, not in my bed. Outrageous. Or my toilet, don't use the toilet either. Go outside in the field. Among all the barley, that's great. Oh, it's all gone now anyway, they cut it down. What about a key ring? Key rings, yes. Possibly a key ring. I don't know. In actual fact, John, I'll let you, as you've mentioned that, I thought when we run out of those, and there's a lot of these, there's about 45 still of these to go, something like that. But when I eventually run out of those, we'll do something else. I think key rings, and key rings was that one for the raffle. For the bingo, I think I want something a little bit better for the bingo. Maybe a mug. Maybe a mug. I've seen some really... Do you remember those camping type mugs? Metal ones. Do you remember those? Now, we did do China mugs before, some years ago now. But a couple of them got broken in the post, and you had to send out another one. And they were quite expensive to send postal-wise. They were quite expensive to send out. Metal mugs, of course, won't smash in the post. So I quite like metal mugs. Would you be okay with metal mugs? You know the sort of thing when you go camping, if you was in the Scout, you had like a tin mug, that sort of thing, all painted, of course, with a little logo, maybe a little picture of me. Just imagine that, Mark, or Sean. You could have a little picture of me on your mug there and take me to your lips every time you have a drink. Is that appealing? Is that doing anything for you? Key rings, perhaps to replace those when they're finished. The prize could be an evening with you. Oh, I don't know. I think you get fed up with me after a while, Mark. I don't talk like this in real life. I'm a very quiet person, you know. Hello to Jack Brown. Good morning, Jack. Welcome to the show. Was it my tick you forgot to... What tick are you talking about now? I don't know what tick you're talking about now. Paul and Lou was 828. I'm not so sure about that, Paul and Lou. Were you? It'll be one of those that I've emailed out, so I'll be able to check back on my sent emails. I think, do you know what, Paul and Lou? I think if you're lying there, I may have to withdraw your tickets from the pot. I hope you were 828. I shall check back. Good news, Katie is not a junkie. She gave up a year ago. Have anyone been to Katie's house? I bet you fall over syringes as you go in the door, do you? Are you one of those? Doesn't matter, Katie. Everyone's welcome here. We do not judge. I'm the last person to judge anyone. Not even Gemma Collins. Some people lose weight while consuming Colombian talc. What's that? Colombian talc. I don't know what that is. Colombian talc. Mark, oh my days, could be a mug where you undress with the heat of the mug. Oh, I've seen those. As they get hotter, they change, don't they? The picture changes. I think I had a Doctor Who one of those. I'm sure I had a Doctor Who one of those. Katie likes the idea of a cup. I think you mean cup there. It says a cut. Do you mean a cup? Nostradamus predicts the world will end before you run out of fridge magnets. Have we got another prediction of the end of the world this year or not? Eh? Jason says a mug. I'd take it into Greg's every day for a refill. Is that what cocaine? Is that what is it? Colombian talc is cocaine. I've never done anything like that, cocaine or whatever. No. In the 90s, I used to go out and have a pill. It's true, I did. I had an ecstasy tablet. Dreadful. I know. It's all coming out on the show today. Dreadful. That was in the 90s, though. Like, what are we now? No. So, round about up to about 95, 05. It's about 25 years ago. But I've never progressed onto anything else like that. At this club called Trade. Isn't that terrible? Don't tell your children, for Christ's sake. I know you're feeling bad of me now after revealing that piece of information. There's no secrets here, dear. People get into trouble when they have secrets. Do you remember old George Michael? Old George Michael. Bless his heart, no longer with us, unfortunately. I never forget that. The papers where he'd been caught hanging around in toilets in... was it New York or San Francisco? Somewhere like that. I can't remember that. Anyway, the papers were ready to absolutely crucify him. They were going to crucify him. And then they brought him on this show, some TV show. I can't remember what it was. And they said, we wanted to ask you about that. He said, well, I haven't done anything wrong. He said, I was just talking to other people in the toilet, meeting people who are like-minded. What have I done wrong? I've done nothing wrong. And that was it. They couldn't do anything after that. He just admitted to it all. It's the secrets. The papers, the trash papers, like the Sun, like the Star, like the Mirror, they look for things that you're hiding and then they pull them out. That's what they do. If you just come out and say it, that's it. Anyway, let's have a look here. Okay. Yeah, so you mean cup. Yeah, you mean cup. Yeah. Thank you, Katie. She does mean cup. Yes. Well, okay, cups. I can get some metal cups done, and that could be the bingo prize, then, if you like. Or bags. What do you want, bag or cup? Maybe I should have a choice, as it's the bingo, a choice. Would you like a bag or a cup? Eh? Were you a right little raver back in the day? Yes, Jason. I used to go out to a club called Trade at Turnmills. Hard House. Hard House. There's a particular song. Mark used to confiscate drugs all the time on the door. Good boy. Along with everyone else, mate. Good morning to Chrissy Dukey boy, who's up in Leeds today. Morning to you. Los Angeles, was it, John, that he got caught doing that? Was it? I can't remember now. It's a long, long time ago, isn't it? All this stuff is years ago. I do get fed up with news and people bringing up past all the time. Wasn't there... There was a cricketer on this week or something like that, and I believe he was trying to get some sort of award, and all these people are, oh, but 20 years ago, 30 years ago, there was someone else as well on this morning. Oh, the Canadian Prime Minister, that was it. Done something 20 years ago. Why people want to just bring up the past all the time? Like, no one wants to move forward. They're just looking at people to attack all the time on the telly and the news, aren't they? I get fed up with it. They say, oh, so-and-so did this in 1984. I think, well, how is that of interest today? Because it's not. It's not, is it? Mark likes house music. Mark likes house music. There was a particular song, Mark, that there was two particular songs, actually. One was by the OT Quartet, Hold That Sucker Down. Various mixes of that. And the other one was by a group called NRG. Write it down, NRG. And the song is called He Never Lost His Hardcore. Okay? Have a look at that one. We used to go mad to that in this club. Absolutely mad. Yeah, I'll be walking up. You walk up to the stairs. Oh, like this. And chewing. That was me. That was me. So that's the bingo news there for you. Other good news, boys and girls. Barry Manilow tickets. Well, I went swimming. I'll come back again, and my friend Wendy, she put a post. She'd been having trouble getting decent tickets as well. And Wendy is a super fan of Barry Manilow. You know, he sneezes, she's on Facebook talking about it. Okay, she's a super fan. I'm a big fan. I'm not quite a super fan, admittedly. Okay, so she's on there. She says, I can't believe it. After all that trouble trying to get tickets, as a fan club member, which I am as well on Monday night, she couldn't get decent tickets either. She went on the pre-sale public sites, Ticketmaster, and managed somehow to get a front row ticket for Cardiff. Now, I have been to the Cardiff stadium, you know, the Cardiff stadium for shows, and also Cardiff, I think it's the Cardiff Motocross or Motorboat Station Stadium, something like that. And your tickets, you get your tickets and you go in there. I'm not a fan of that particular venue, I must say. It was just like a big school hall. Just like a big school hall. Anyway, but after seeing that, so I've come back. I've seen this post, which was put up probably about 3 hours ago. I've come back from swimming, sitting there having my dinner. So I've had my dinner and I thought, do you know what? I'll give it one more go. And I've gone back on the Ticketmaster site, right? I've typed in, I've got Cardiff. So I've gone Cardiff. I wonder. My God, I could not believe it. 2 seats in the front row. Okay, not cheap in comparison to the other seats, but a hell of a lot cheaper than what I've paid over the years for front row seats. I couldn't believe it. Now, most of these seats in the front rows have all been sold out. This is not in the middle. There's 3 sections. Side, middle, side. This is on the side. Okay, so if that's the end, right, of the row, these are about here. So somewhere sort of in the middle on that side. Right? And there were the 2 seats at the front. Then all this was sold, and then there was some here, and some here. A lot of sold out tickets. Barry Manilow fills a venue. I'm telling you now. So I quickly did the thing, and I bought them. I tried to buy one actually. I thought I'd just go on my own. It wouldn't let me buy one. It said I had to buy 2. Or I can't remember the exact wording, but it wouldn't let me buy 1 ticket. So I bought these 2 tickets, and I've got them. I've got the email from Ticketmaster and everything, so I'm well chuffed at that. Front row, Cardiff, to see Barry Manilow. Oh, Mandy. Here you go, Joanna. Well, you came and you gave without taking. All that business. Wonderful. Barry Manilow. I shall be going there with my best mate. Ronnie wants to come and see them there. Fabulous. So that's the Barry Manilow tickets. John's got both of those songs on CD. The OT Quartet and Energy Hold That. Sorry, not hold. What was it? He Never Lost His Hardcore. Great, aren't they, John? Those 2. Good morning, Michael Lawrence. Morning, Michael. Thank you. I don't know. You sent a computer link there. I don't think I can click on that while I'm doing the show. I might lose all your messages, so I won't do that. When you go and see Barry in concert, the most expensive tickets are for seats in the foyer. So you can't hear him. Aren't you rude? I've noticed the amount of people that walk out when you start singing David and Hemmel. By the way, don't forget your fridge magnet tomorrow. I've got it in a little envelope in my bag, all waiting for you, okay? So that was the Barry Manilow tickets. Then I had a little sleep in the afternoon. I couldn't sleep. I was too excited. The fact that I've managed to get these tickets, so I couldn't sleep. And then I woke up and opened my window, only to suddenly find my neighbour, the people who got the caravan next to me. It's actually, they don't own it. There was a lady across from me who bought the caravan next to me, and she lets her family come. and she's doing it all up at the moment. And I open my window. The thing is, it's very close to mine. Right, it's very close to mine. I go open my window, and there's these two people out there painting a fence, frightening the life out of me. And I thought, well, I hope I wasn't farting too loudly. They might have heard me making strange noises, mightn't they? You know? So I did that. My sister, and then while I'm waiting for my sister, my text thing went, and it was my niece. How are you? And I remembered I haven't sorted out my flights to Cyprus yet. So it was quite an expensive day yesterday. So I sorted out my flights to Cyprus, and I'll be going in a couple of months to Cyprus for a week, and staying either on the RAF camp there. They have some places for people to hire where you can stay, or if that's not available, or if it's a bit more expensive, I'll stay in the same hotel as I did last night, the Pefkos Hotel, which is in Limassol in Cyprus, which I really quite liked it there. It was like a city hotel, but it was quiet. There was a telly. There was the best free breakfast you could ever have. Wonderful breakfast, swimming pool, nice and clean, very friendly staff. Really nice, so I'll either do one or the other. So I booked my British Airways, hopefully they won't be on strike, my British Airways flights to Cyprus in a couple of months' time. So looking forward to that. That was my day yesterday. While my sister and brother-in-law were around, we can do the raffle tickets in a minute, all right? While my sister and brother-in-law were around, we watched this programme on the telly. On YouTube. It was a YouTube channel about this bloke, and he buys returns off Amazon. He's in the States. My brother-in-law says you can do this here as well. You can buy returned items off Amazon. Now, I always thought, you know, if I buy something from Amazon, I don't know, a blimmin' mug or something like that, wherever. I always thought if you bought something off Amazon and sent it back, they repackaged it and sent it back to someone else. No. Apparently not. No. They put it in this returns thing, and people buy big boxes of stuff. Now, what this bloke does, apparently we can do it here as well. He goes, I don't know, on some website or something, and he will buy a big box of Amazon returns. Now, you don't know what's in that box. However, I believe from watching this video, you know the value of the items in the box. And I think the value of the items in this particular box was something like £2,300. Sorry, $2,300, for which he paid something like $140. So the box that comes, you know the value of that box is about $2,400 in normal, if you was to buy the stuff off Amazon, okay, you buy it for $140. So it sounds a good deal, doesn't it? And basically this bloke, he's got a whole video channel of it. He opens the box and starts bringing stuff out, and there's loads of stuff in there. And before we opened the box, I said to my brother-in-law, do you know, I think I'd quite like to do that. You imagine the excitement of getting a great big box through the door. And you know the value of this stuff is like $2,400, $2,300, whatever. You know, you've just paid $140 for it. Opening that box and wondering what's inside. And you can get some decent stuff. But there was a lot of cables and computer paper. Now, why anyone would send computer paper back to Amazon, I do not know. But nevertheless, that's what was in there. There was paper, there was cables, and then he had this device which does something to music and all that sort of thing. And after seeing what was in the box, I changed my mind. Because you've no idea what's in the box. You've absolutely no idea what's in the box. So did you know that you could do that? I never knew that you could do that. Let's have a look. Are you presenting the fridge magnet to the karaoke to Mystery Dave? No, I'll just give it to him probably. Actually, that's a good idea. Is that all right, David? Can I present it to you tomorrow night in front of people? I quite like the idea of doing that. Yeah. When's the Barry concert? John, June. He's actually all over the place. One concert in London, Birmingham, Cardiff, Glasgow, Leeds, Manchester. I think that's them. Okay? one in each. And it's all over. It's like 1 minute he's there, then there, then there. It's all over the place. I don't know why he's done it like that. But there you go. That's how he's done it. Okay, apparently it's called Amazon Warehouse, said Mike Grease Ponto. Okay, I don't know what it was. I'd never heard of it before. I didn't know you could buy big boxes of stuff like that. John, in Cyprus, our hotel... I beg your pardon. You're in... oh, Christ, I can't remember where you are now, John. Our hotel is great. You'd love the breakfast. Plenty of baked beans. Yes, please. We like baked beans. There was a programme on the telly last night. Was it on the news or something? They're trying to grow baked beans here in the UK in quantity. They're not very good at doing it here for some reason. Apparently, most of the baked beans we buy, the haricot beans, have to all be imported. I think a lot from Mexico. I saw that on the news the other night. They're trying to grow them here now. Sharon likes baked beans all too. Don't we know about that, Jason? Blimey. Morning. Beans means farts. That does, David. All right, raffle ticket time. Who wants a raffle ticket? Speak now. John's in Tenerife. Thank you, John. Right, who's having a raffle ticket? Speak now. Please only ask once. Wait till I get till wherever I'm getting to. Do you know where you're going to? Do you know the things that life is showing you? Okay? Wait till you get where I'm getting to. Right, wait till I get to the point where I say, right, has anyone not got a ticket? Then I'll go back, all right? But please only ask once for your ticket. So here we go. Adrian Richardson, there we are. Adrian Richardson, ticket number 830. Adrian Richardson, Sean Pye. Sean Pye, ticket number 831 for you, Sean. Okay. Artmaster Studio, hello. You sit very quietly there, Artmaster, on the side there, don't you? Like, do you remember CBs? On the side, on the side. 832 for you. Oh, my CB handle was Matchbox. Matchbox, you on channel? Yeah, that's the one. Katie Ann, wait just a moment. Artmaster, didn't miss anyone out there. Paul and Lou, hello, Paul and Lou. Paul and Lou, my darlings. 833 for you. 833. Katie Ann, 834. All right. I do hope this bingo thing works when we try it out on Saturday. Hopefully we'll try it on Saturday, maybe Sunday. I've got to set it up first, so it might take a while for me to set up. Mike Responto, hello Mike. Mike Ponto, 835 for you, Mike. Did that just flash up there? Oh, there we are. There's Maureen, 836 Maureen. If you're watching a recording of the show, then don't worry, you can claim your ticket by email. I'll tell you how in a minute, all right? 836, let's put the email address up there for you. Hang on a minute, there we go. Where's the email address? There we are. Okay. If you're watching a recording of the show, claim your ticket by email. I'll return your email with a message with your ticket number on it. If you claim your ticket by text, I can't reply to that, okay? You just have to accept the fact that you've got one. 8374. Mike Rees. Michael Pullman. Michael Pullman. 837 for you, sir. Okay. Jason Hughes. 838. Talking about that raving, Jason. Yeah, I used to go out Friday night to Gallery. It was always at Turnmills. 838 for Gallery. Gallery on Friday I went. Trade on Saturday and FF on Sundays, which became Warriors on Sundays. That changed while I was doing there. It was all a hard house. And then another thing, we went to this place behind a club called Heaven called Chemistry. I think it was called Chemistry. Went to that. I think that was on... Was that Sunday afternoon? I can't remember now. Oh, yeah, we were off it all weekend. Long time ago. Happy days. Michael Lawrence, there you go. 839 for you, Michael, okay? Things we do when we're young, don't we? 839. There you go, Michael. All right. Oh, just a second there. I thought the mayor of... Oh, where is it now? I've just jumped forward there. I thought the mayor of Islington was presenting it to me. No, it'd just be sad old me. Unless you want me to just drop it in your hands, you know, while I'm walking around. Whatever you want to do, David, you tell me. Your wish is my command, okay? John Aitken. There you are, John. 840. Very disappointed no one's bought a fridge magnet yet for just £10,000. Very, very disappointed, boys and girls. Tony King. All right, Tony. Hope you don't mind me being honest with you. You know, I can always pretend that I'm not something that I am. Would you rather that? Or do you want it in raw? 841 for you, Tony. Okay, Tony. SOS Gregorian. Gregorian. Hey, mate. Por favor. Voici le billet. Oui, 4-2. Oui, 4-2. Merci beaucoup, mon ami. See, I can do all the languages. We're doing our no more foreign languages after October the 31st here. Our Prime Minister, no, not Theresa May, Boris Johnson has deemed no more foreign languages to be used in this country after October the 31st. No more foreign restaurants, chips. That's it. We're only selling chips in future. That's it. No more Chinese food. No more European food. No more Indian food. Only chips available in restaurants in this country from October the 31st. That's more like it, isn't it, boys? Thank you. Art Master is shy. Oh, please. I'm very shy as well, actually. You know, I would never, ever mention the fact that I like someone a lot. No, I'm far too shy for that. Thank you. Mark Bowles, ticket, please. 843. I'm so naughty this morning. I don't know what's come over me today. Has someone put something in the water? Can we have some more? Can we have some... the bowl of porridge, innit? Can we have some more? More, boy! More! 843. Okay. For Mark Bowles. Anyone ever go to Did anyone go to boarding school? Anyone go to that? What was that like? I don't think I'd like that, being away from my mum and dad for such a long time. Oh, I need to pick your brain. After the show, I'll go send you a message now and I'll look at that after I've finished, okay? Oh, why is that jump forward like that? That's so annoying. Katie Ann, there we are. John used to go out on a Friday night and get home on Sunday. Oh no, I did go back in between. I used to go back home in between. Merci beaucoup, says SOS Gregorian. Armenian food? No, all stopped. It's all being stopped. No more foreign food after October the 31st, I'm afraid. Yep, if you go now to foreign restaurants like... Well, what's pizzas is Italian, so they won't be allowed either. Yeah, if you go to foreign restaurants, Pizza Express are doing massive sales soon to get rid of all their stock before they all have to close down, because they're classed as Italian pizzas, aren't they? Oh, where are we now? Oh, Katie's not got any rain in Queensland. Are you having another drought there? Oh, yeah. I remember being in Australia and you had the floods. Would that be about 12 years ago? Something like that in Queensland? Terrible floods. I remember that. And I went to Queensland, to Brisbane once. I went in the that man-made like pool with sand and all that. So I went in there. The water it was so hot, and getting in it was like getting in a warm bath. It was awful, really. Anyway, my Aussie mates told me, they said, you didn't go in that, did you? And I'm like, well, yeah, I did. Why? It's full of bacteria. It's really dirty in there. I can't believe that. That's not dirty in there. Do you know the man-made, like, pond or whatever it is in Brisbane, near Brisbane or in Brisbane? So I haven't had any rain in Queensland for a while. John used to go to work in Harris's on Mondays, still out of my head. Happy days, my friend. Happy days. Not to be repeated again, are they? Mike Reese says, I'm rather frisky today, am I? Remainers in Lincolnshire will be run out. We don't have any Remainers in Lincolnshire. There are none. None. Nigel Farage is going around with his whip. Wait, do you want to stay or remain? Oh, I'm a Remainer. And he kills them and dumps the body in the river with them just up the road. I'm always seeing bodies floating past there. By the way, no show tomorrow morning, okay? No show tomorrow morning. I'll come to that in a minute when we've done the tickets. Then John Gowt used to go to work in Harrods on Monday. Still out, is it? Armenian beef stew. I'm sorry, you're not allowed to have it anymore. You're not allowed to have it anymore. Chips only. Let's make our own pizza. Call it the Brexit pizza. Oh yes, you could do it, but arrange the vegetables on each slice or whatever you've got on there. You know, in countries, different flags, couldn't you? And ours would be falling out of the edge there, wouldn't it? Paul and you, there you go. I think we were all at it. Look, Paul and Lou used to be off our heads in the 90s from Thursday till Sunday in Birmingham. The dance music was fantastic. Today's music is crap. I totally agree with you, Paul and Lou. That blooming aggressive R&B stuff, it's just awful. The clubs we used to go to, you know, everyone loved each other. It was probably the blooming Beals, I would imagine. But there was we rarely had any trouble. Only between various groups who were selling the bloody stuff, you know. There was never any trouble between normal people in there. Unless, of course, you were caught with someone else's boyfriend or girlfriend. Then all hell breaks loose. So you mustn't get caught. That's the idea. Close the door behind you first. Where are we? So they've got no water in Queensland. That's awful, isn't it? Terrible. Thank you, Michael Lawrence, congratulating me to see Barry Manilow tickets. No show tomorrow. Put on repeat shows. What am I going to do? Yeah, Friday. Okay, we've done with the tickets, my darlings. From what I can see, that's all the tickets. If I've missed you out, please speak now, okay? Please speak now and I can sort that out now. If you've been missed out of the ticket list, please say something now. Yes, so no show from tomorrow. I found Friday is really tight. I'm rushing around on Friday. Basically, since I started doing the karaoke in Cleethorpes on Thursday night, so I get back here quite late. So you must have noticed that the Friday show usually starts a bit later than the Wednesday and Thursday ones, and that's the reason for that. Well, by the time, you know, to be honest, it was all right if I was able to stick to 1 hour, but I never am anymore. We seem to be going, what have we done today? We're now at an hour and a half, almost an hour and a half today, and Friday is difficult to fit everything in. I certainly haven't been able to do my swimming. And I did tell you at the beginning of the week, I was starting to get a bit concerned about my lack of exercise. And my only exercise is the swimming. I can't, as I say, I can't really walk. I'm here, where I am here, I'm in the middle of nowhere. I can't walk anywhere. I can go for a walk, but I can't walk to places. I have to get in the car to go to the pool or the shops or my sister or anything. And, you know, the position of the caravan's fantastic. Seeing out the front there, and okay, we're trying to sort a little bit of noise behind me there, but apart from that, it's perfect. But I can't walk anywhere, and I'm very conscious of, as you get older, you must do some sort of exercise. Well, to swim in the last 2 weeks, it's been down to 2 days. You know, 2 days of swimming, an hour a time, for 7 days of doing nothing else is not good. Now, I'm fully aware there are people who do nothing at all, you know, and just sit in armchairs and things like that. Well, I don't want to be one of those people. I want to try and fit in as much as I can. I can't really go swimming down in Bracknell because I left the club. What happened there was on the Monday, I used to go on the Monday, then they introduced another class, so it was impossible for me to go on the Monday. The Saturday was always very tight anyway, because I see my best mate usually on a Saturday, which left Sunday night. Well, if you're paying £46 a month for one lot of swimming on a Sunday night, it just does not work out, does it? You know? So I left that one. Now, I could, of course, go up there and pay as and when, which left the 4 days up here. And I really want to go swimming every single day while I'm here, to try and do a little bit more and perhaps a couple of walks and things like that. So that's why, you see. And number one, I get in so late, and then I get up later on the Friday morning. So then once I've done the show, and then it's like, you know, look, what's the time now? 10:30. I won't be able to leave here till about 11:15 to the swimming pool. So on the Friday that was happening, and there's no time to go swimming. Then I start doing stuff, and then I like to be in bed on a Friday around about 2:30. Sorry, 1:30. I go to bed 1:30. Why do I go to bed at 1:30 on a Friday? Because then I've got a 3.5-hour drive down to London, and then I do the karaoke. So that's a long day, so I try and get a couple of hours sleep in. Well, I do. I get a couple of hours sleep in before. Well, that was going back as well, so I'm getting to bed like 2:15, which only gives me an hour's sleep. But then you wake up and you're like, oh, God. Oh, what's the time? Oh. And it's a bit like that. So something had to go, and I'm afraid it's the Friday show. But you get one almost every other day anyway. So stop bloody moaning. All right? So I'll just see how that goes at the moment. All right? Okay, so that's the reason for that. Paul and Lou, the only pills I now take are for my gout. Oh, dear. Oh, I feel sorry if you've got gout. That's a very painful thing. I've known a few people with that. Yeah, I've known a few people with gout. Yeah. No Ellie today. No, she's not there this morning, is she? Oh, dear. John, my flatmate, I could get anything with half price. Was that in the 90s as well, John, was it? Can I get a raffle ticket for tomorrow? Can we get raffle tickets for tomorrow? No, not if there's not a show, unless you haven't got one for today's show. No. Stanthorpe will be cut off water by Christmas. Oh my God, they're trucking water into town there as well. This is in Queensland, in Australia. They have funny weather over there. 1 minute it's really hot and then it pours down. You have floods and things like that, don't you? Are you buying a new phone 11 Pro Max tomorrow? Oh no, no, I don't upgrade my phone every year. No, I think that's I think that unless the next phone is fantastically good, then no. I don't just upgrade my phone. In fact, usually if the new phone comes out, it's very. I think I've done it once where no, I don't think I have. I've never bought the next up-to-date phone. The last one I bought was an 8, and I bought the 8 when the 10 came out. You know, I don't buy it usually brand new because I think it's incredibly expensive buying a 10. I actually quite like the look of the Huawei phones. I really like the look of those. But no, my phone, I've got an iPhone 8 here, as you can see. It's starting to get a bit battered and bruised now, but it works perfectly all right. The picture quality is fairly good, so no, I won't be buying an iPhone 11. SOS Gregorian, I'm sitting on the fence about buying it. It's very dangerous to be on the fence. No, are you happy with the phone that you've got? If so, stick with it. Stick with it, mate. Stick with it. Walk back to Bracknell. Will that take hours, dear? What do you get OOP rates at the swimming pool now you're old enough? No, I'm not old enough though, Adrian, dear. No, that would be over 65 or whatever it is, 70. I don't know. Blooming cheek. You must be able to get that now, surely, Adrian. Right. Thank you very much. Yeah, we'll have the karaoke stream tomorrow night, of course, live from Central Station. That will be at around about 8:30, okay? If you've not watched those before, you know where to find those. Go on my main YouTube, youtube.com/Chris Wren UK. Bottom right-hand corner, click on Karaoke London, and that's where you'll find our karaoke stream. Good morning, Ginny. Very late this morning. And Kim McClelland is there as well. Good morning to you as well. Okie doke, let's do today's birthdays, boys and girls. Don't forget, if you didn't get your raffle ticket, claim it by email now. Our live ticket line is now closed. Chris at unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk to claim a raffle ticket if you didn't get one. Don't be asking for two. All right? If you didn't get one, claim it on that email address now, boys and girls, and I'll reply to your email with your ticket number. Birthdays on this Thursday, the 19th of September 2019 to Mr. Rocky Harris, 28 years old today. Good morning, you Rocky, and a big happy birthday to you, sir. Happy birthday to Debbie Berg-Scott. Hello, Debbie. Nice to see your little face perk up there. Good morning, Debbie. Happy birthday to you. Nicola Heath, who I worked with at Central Station for a while. Lovely lady. Good morning to you, Nicola. Happy birthday to you. And Nathan McGay, one of our singers as well, 34 years old today. So just the 4 birthdays today. Happy birthday to you all, gang. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Okay. Alrighty. There we are. That's it for the show today. Thanks ever so much for joining us. I should be with you again at some point Saturday. I think we usually do sort of late morning Saturdays, don't we? Sort of late morning, early afternoon sort of time. So that'll be on Saturday, the next chat show, of course, boys and girls. Thanks ever so much for joining us, and I'll see you again very soon. Have a lovely Thursday and Friday, of course. Bye bye now.